I love flowers, outdoors and in. Even having a small bunch of daisies on the table makes me feel like $1,000,000. Normally, I'm just happy to cut the stems and throw them in a vase, but with Thanksgiving coming, I decided to try my hand at an actual arrangement or two. And if you like what you see, here's simply how I put these things together. I started by gathering a lot of filler from the yard, just some jasmine stems, some oak leaves, now turning a fabulous orange and red, anything that looked good. And the flowers came from the grocery store, for cheap I might add, lots of different autumn mums and a bit of yarrow. Then I gathered supplies I might need, clippers, tape, containers, and some pebbles I like to use. So I started with the filler. And here's a simple trick for creating a pretty elaborate and flowy arrangement. Start with your long drapey filler, strip the stems from the bottom, and put them in the container so the stems cross from one corner to the other side of the container. Those stems start to act as a framework in which you can drop more greens and flowers later on. So here we are with the assorted greens in place for this arrangement. Now it's time for the flowers. And I started with the largest, darkest mums for the arrangement. And because I've heard that floral designers tend to use odd-numbered stems, I used 5 of these babies. But it's looking kind of dark, so now I moved to orange and yellow groups of small mums to finish it off. With plenty of flowers left over, I moved on to a square, clean glass vase. It had a pretty wide opening, which means that arranging something like this is easier if I can help prop the plant life up a bit. So I put about 2 inches of pebbles on the bottom, and I used plain old Scotch tape to create a grid at the top, and I could have sworn I took a photo of this specifically, but apparently I did not. Anyway, I started again with the greenery and filler, all kinds of it, before adding the flowers. And again, my first flowers were dark mums. And you can probably tell that there's a front and a back to this arrangement. I left the greens and flowers taller in the back, while the front of the arrangement has more draping over the sides. And for this arrangement, my yellow color came from the 3 stems of yarrow, which really pop, I think. I still had a few nice stems left over, so I did a simple arrangement in a narrow glass vase using 3 stems of orange yarrow and 3 big mums stuck in some pebbles. And for the few nice short stems left over, I cut the stems very short, wrapped floral tape around them, and dropped them in a bud vase. So there you have it. Pretty nice arrangements in autumn colors for a grand total of $24. Happy Thanksgiving.